Here are some things I've learned since I've moved to Ohio. And this is only like day 2. 1, it's a people problem. And my problem is that people attach to me too easily, and I just think, well, fuck it. And even though I've had enough people around me, now I've gotten to a point where I'm like, oh, fuck off. Being me is like having either a vagina or having $2 to $3, $4 million. Either fucking way. Dave Chappelle said it best. But what I mean by that is I'm such a treasure, I'm such a valuable, I'm such a this, I'm such a that, and depending on who the fuck you are, you're either going to value me or you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to tell this motherfucker's valuable, but I'm going to use the resources and then ditch them. So it's like, as long as they don't know, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I've been easily described as too nice, too dramatic, too intense, too extreme. Too has always typically been the predicate to the verb or the noun, either fucking way, if I'm using the English word correctly. Well, English words correctly. But what I've come to learn from really not less judgmental, non-judgmental people, because she's not judgmental, is when you're around the right people, the wrong people just start to stand out way more. It's like, wait a second. Why is it when I say the same exact shit to you that I've said to others, you laugh with me instead of being like, ooh. So you're telling me all along I'm not the fucking problem? But the group and the community that I spend my time and energy around is the problem. And because I used to think that I could help communities, and I used to think that I could save people, and I used to think, and because now time has been showing me, and now I'm actually fucking waking up, now that I'm aware I can't fucking do anything aside from help myself, and that's a maybe. Of course you can help yourself. You can do whatever the fuck you believe you can do. It's just find the right groups, find the right people, find the right channels. It's finding the right of everything. And just because they won't doesn't mean nobody will. One is not everybody. No one speaks for all. And I'm the type of person, at least, because I know everybody's different. I'm the type of person, if I hate you, I don't give a fuck about anybody else in your family but you. I fucking hate you, and that's it. I could fucking dab up your brother, your mom, your dad. I could fucking show up to your house just to hang out with your fucking husband or where the fuck your significant other is, your wife. If I fucking hate you, that shit's personal. Don't carry out to anybody in the family. I fucking love your kids. I love your animals, but when it comes to you, I'm going to show you directly why I don't like you. You can tell, because the funny thing about me is I'll be happy and bubbly to everybody else, but as soon as I get to you, I turn cold. I don't fucking know how to speak English no more. No habla inglés, señorita. No habla inglés, punta. Either fucking way. But one thing I used to learn, I know from my previous experiences, what it seemed like is when I used to get in trouble with a lady, which was a fucking, she was like a fucking chihuahua mentality, is how I think it's small man mentality, always got upset, always fucking, and would, no matter who the fuck it was, didn't matter if it was a police officer, didn't matter if it was a receptionist, didn't matter what the power position was, she would always go off. I'm just like, you are literally making matters worse. And she fucking would. As a young child, I learned, wow, I don't ever want to go anywhere with her. She fucks shit up. I go anywhere with the old man, he, not necessarily, he handles things a lot calmer. He's not the type to say, hey, my order's wrong. She's the type to say, hey, my order's wrong, there's food in my food, there's hair in my food, caught my meal, all this and all that. She will literally, I guess the easiest way to consider her is like a Karen, since that word is now usable. If I would have done this in any other years ago, it probably wouldn't have fucking worked. But back to the point. So growing up with that and just growing up with the mindset that I fucking have, I always try not to be a problem. I try not to be a situation. I try to be a solution to problems that the solution is the problem. You caused the problem, you have to fix the problem. It's your life, and here I am trying to do something I can't do in your life. I can only maybe help make things easier. I can view your life, I can validate your existence maybe. I can compliment you, I can do whatever the flip you feel as if I can do, but I can't do anything for you, I can't do anything, I do things to you, but the value of it or the pain that I caused towards you is just dependent on how you feel about it. But at the same time, what I eventually learned and stuck to is keep my hands and feet to myself unless other people touch me. And even then, it's because I'm all about fucking verbals at this fucking point. If you don't tell me shit, I don't know shit. I just think you're fucking nice and you're doing great at your goddamn job. But I'm also trying to be better about verbalizing, but getting past my overthinking thoughts and my negative, it's literally me against me. I get so many compliments. People fucking look at me, people smile at me. I realize I'm pretty, but that doesn't mean I fucking remember all the time. I realize I could touch some people, but it doesn't mean I fucking remember all the time. I remember I'm loved, but how? Is it platonically, or is it intensely, or is it for the fact that I get the work done that you want me to, or is it because of a general love? I want to know. Love to me is a word, it's an action, it's something I need to see, not just heard. What the fuck does it mean when you say your words? And most people just say things, I'm like, what do you mean? What does any of this mean? And being here, like, I only have one friend here. A very good friend. I have been talking to people in Michigan, but I don't know. Like, I don't feel it. I feel disconnected. as if that's anything new. And also my fucking voice has just been fucked since day one being here. I'm just like, it needs to heal. My roommate keeps saying, if you shut up, your voice will heal. But y'all know who the fuck I am. She knows who the fuck I am, so we just both laughed. But some good news on top of the fact of trying to figure out what my mind is like more. I've been able to secure job applications and find jobs that seem to want to work with me. I don't flip it now. Like, I'm going to find out if my nails are going to be an issue, and if it is, then I guess I'll find a fucking new job, and if it isn't, well, then I guess I'll take that job. But I did figure out, like, there's this thing that I fucking get, and I always title it as jealousy just because that's how it seems to manifest in my mind, at least. But, like, there's times where my fucking heart will start racing, thoughts will start coming in, I'm just, like, feeling uncomfortable, and to me, I just need to get out of the room. It's because I want to say something, but the problem with me always saying something is, not always, but, or at least how I feel as if when it comes up in that situation, the problem with me saying stuff is, it either doesn't come out as smooth as I want it to, or I feel as if I'm going to say something stupid, so might as well just eliminate yourself from the situation and just do you. Like, why? Why ruin a good moment? Why ruin a good time by saying something wrong, by doing something wrong? And the problem is, what the fuck is wrong and what the fuck is right? Because like I said, the same person, not necessarily the same person, but like me saying the same thing to a different person gets a positive reaction, but saying it to somebody else gets a negative reaction. So how am I ever doing something wrong when some people give a positive reaction, some people give a negative reaction? It's just like, you're stuck in your head and you'll reject yourself before anybody else does. And you're 100% right. And honestly, if I'm not comfortable enough to put the words together, then does it fucking matter? Man up, Ethan, grab your cojones and either say or shut the fuck up. So I shut the fuck up. I just go about my business because that's all I can ever fucking do. Like, I don't know. Like, I figure the way that I feel is just too fucking much for a lot of people to handle, or a lot of people want, or all this and all that. So I just try to keep my attention distracted and disturbed, and, you know, not disturbed, but segmented throughout all the things I fucking do. Rather it's doing poetry, writing, working out, work. Like, if I put too much energy into one thing, typically that one thing gets upset at me. Aside from work. Work ain't never said you work too much. I'm kidding. Unless it's the job that doesn't pay you too much. Like, literally this one job doesn't want me to get over 40 hours in a row. Okay. Another job, I'm not quite sure if they have any time limitations, but due to the fact that it's a healthcare job, I doubt it. I feel like they're like, well, if you could work, you could work. And I'd say, I used to fucking have a healthcare job where I was fucking getting 100-hour 2 weeks. Yeah, 100-hour weeks. Yeah. 50-hour weeks, 100-hour 2 weeks, and I was just, to me, it didn't matter shit, and it was more or less because I was in the community that I didn't want to go back to, so I threw myself into work because, well, what does bitching do when it's all they're going to tell you is, well, work harder. I've always been working, but on what? I don't know. I consider myself my greatest project that nobody will appreciate. But who's nobody? People love me. So they say. I just find it hard to believe because in true reality, the issue lies within my brain, and I know that you love me. Maybe. But why? Could you explain? Would you attend my funeral? Would you attend my wedding? Would you stand across from me in my wedding? I'm kidding. Or not? I don't know. Will you answer this? Actually, fuck it. Ain't you a little too small to be doing that? I don't know. You tell me. I didn't get this big because I owned it off to the bigger guys. I became one of the bigger guys.